Ned and I, a few years ago, gave a talk to
Mhm.
about 150 school counselors, high school counselors who did college placement kind of work. And I said to them, I've been telling my clients for years that if your kid's not running this college admissions process, the college search and college admissions process himself, maybe it's with some help, but the kid's not taking responsibility for it. He's not ready for college. And I said, am I going too far when I say that? And this one woman said, absolutely not. And I said, how many agree with her? Every single hand went up. They all agreed.
Hmm.
So, and this is, kids need practice. They need practice making their own decisions, running their own life. And speaking of decisions, that's the second thing. That's the second angle here on the parent as consultant, besides offering help and advice, is encouraging kids and supporting kids in making their own decisions. Did you talk
Yeah,
about
and
that?
the advice that we use there, the language that we suggest you try, is to say to a kid, It's your call. It's your call if you take this math class or that math class, or you get the job or you don't." Internship or whatever happens to be, in part because when we force decisions on people, they tend to resist them and they tend to look for ways for those decisions to end poorly rather than to end well. If they make a decision, even if you're like, oh, it's not really a good one, kids are going to be committed to making it work well, in part because they don't want to have it be a disaster. They're stubbornly stick to itive, right? They want it to work out. And also because as loving parents, you've probably got a lot to say. You have more years, on this planet. You have experience to share. You have advice to offer. But when we force things on people, they tend to it's stressful. That's that low sense of control, and the shields go up, and you're not engaging with the decision-making part of their brain. Saying it's your call lowers the emotional charge. It makes it much more likely that they're going to engage in a kind of pro-con. Let's be open. Let's talk to other people kind of decision-making process. I'll add to that one of the traps that we often fall in as parents, as loving parents and caregivers, is thinking that I have to get them to see, because if I don't teach my son this or my daughter that, the terrible things they're going to get into in life, not knowing these things. And so there's an exercise in the book of thinking about all the skills from hygiene to school to responsibility to every, thank you notes, whatever, all the things that you think are really important for your kids to know to go off and lead successful lives. And then to pause and think and reflect on and write the darn thing down. From whom did you learn that? And at what age?